Now back behind bars with 3 arrested just this evening. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Sharice Gibson.
And I'm Devin Bartolotta. This means only 2 are now still on the run. That's Antoine Massey and Derek Groves.
Well, tonight's arrest also marks the first time that we have seen escapees that were caught outside of New Orleans, with Linton Van Buren found in Baton Rouge, while Jermaine Donald and Leo Tate were caught nearly 400 miles away in Walker County, Texas.
Lily Cummings joins us now in studio with more on this breaking news. Lily, a lot going on tonight.
Yeah, Devin, Sharice, as you know, it's been 10 days since that escape, and it's been almost a week since authorities had made an arrest, but tonight they captured 3 more inmates, and we've been digging through details of those arrests.
That leaves 2 inmates on the run, Antoine Massey and Derek Groves. They are considered the ringleaders of this historic jailbreak.
Both of these men on your screen still at large. Groves has been convicted on 2 counts of second-degree murder and 2 counts of manslaughter. Massey was being held on domestic battery charges, and he's escaped from other facilities in the past. So if you know where either of these men are, you're asked to call Crime Stoppers. And remember, there is a $20,000 reward for any information leading to.
Now, pretty much keep in mind, they may be offering you $20K. I believe it's up to $50K now, but that doesn't mean that you're going to get that money. You need to pay attention to the fine print when it comes to collecting that reward if you do see these 2 that are still out here on the loose. So this all went down May 16th, 2025. 10 inmates of the Orleans Parish Prison, located in New Orleans, Louisiana, escaped through a hole in the wall behind the toilet. 6 of the 10 inmates were charged with, you know what, removing people off of the face of the earth. I apologize, YouTube does not allow you to be grown, okay? 8 inmates have since been recaptured as of June the 2nd, but now we have 2 more that are still out here running around free. Baby, I don't know who is responsible for keeping these 2 out here free as a bird. And honey, they have arrested somebody's nana, somebody's grandmother. All right. So hey, don't F around and find out. So let's get into today and what's going on with brother Antoine Massey. Is it Anton or Antoine? We're going to call him Antoine over here at the Unfiltered Doll, okay, where I'm known for doing what? Messing up people's name. He decided to go onto the Instagrams. Let me tell you about it. So a lot of the images and whatever videos that I'm going to share in this pre-recorded video today, I got from all over the place. I was on Facebook, I was on TikTok, I was on Instagram. If this is your original content, please feel free to let me know so that I can give you the proper credit because it just came from all over the place. Honest to God, I'm just being honest. All right. So let's get into his aunt. First and foremost, Antoine's aunt came out to let the people know all about her nephew. And baby, to be quite honest, I don't know if I would do that. Baby, listen, I love my niece and my nephews, but I don't know if I would get on to the social medias if y'all done broke y'all ass up out of somebody's jailhouse to tell everybody about it. But that's what family is all about. It's what some will say. I just don't know if I'm the type to put myself out there because, baby, I can't go to jail. No, I cannot. You might think I got my nephew down in my basement or my garage. But anywho, let's get into Auntie. That's where we're going to start at with her videos on the TikTok. And then we are going to move into Antoine playing on the people's Instagrams, letting everybody know that he didn't escape, but somebody let him out, although we seen him running with the others. That's neither here nor there. Let's get into it.
I have a public announcement to make. And I swear I did not want to come on here on my platform with this because I'm a private person and my family is private. But I'm the only one that can speak up right now because I'm the matron of this family right now. My mama is too sick for this. My daddy too old for this. And my sister, she the last one y'all want to hear from right now. But this right here pertains to Antoine Massey. If you motherfuckers don't have no type of consideration for our family, bruh, I get it. I understand. I can't control social media. I cannot control what people do on here. And Lord, forgive me for cursing because I'm not even that type of broad no more. I done buried her a long time ago. But right now, our family is going through. You niggas is opening up old wounds that we are trying to bury. We are trying to bury them. Y'all making my nephew out to be a monster. He is not a monster. Do y'all understand what the fuck going on here? If you don't, let me explain. Let me explain. Yes, Antoine, 30-something years old. He's the son of my big brother, Antoine Taylor. Yes, he is. Now, with that being said, is Antoine a problem child? Of course. Anybody who know us know that. Has Antoine been a problem since they fucking won? Yes. But how did he get that way? Y'all know how he got that way. From watching his father get executed in front of him, but he's not the only one that it done affected. It affected his sister, it affected his mama, it affected all of his siblings. Do you understand what I'm saying? It affected all of them. But this is his story with it. His sister right now is locked up and incarcerated from allegedly helping him. Allegedly helping him. She ain't been right since she seen the murder of her father. The oldest one ain't been right. Nettie the only one who got her fucking life together. That's because she was too young to remember. Too young. She was a baby when it happened. His own mama can't even reach out and try to help him because she just come home from doing a 14-year bid. And at the same time, if she was to be in touch with him, she can go back to jail. So I'm the only one left that can speak out for all of them. I'm going to need for y'all to fall back. I'm going to need for y'all to lay low on your fucking YouTube channels and all this here. You feel me? Now, ready. This go for you, and I hope you hear this. And anybody who know Raddy, wherever Raddy at, please give this message to him. I'm going to need you to fall back on your interviews, fall. Now, I don't know who this nigga is who you talking to on YouTube. Okay? He a little small YouTuber, but this ain't the story he going fucking viral on. He not going viral on this one right here.
So right now she's asking someone who's featuring this story on their YouTube channel to chill out and to cover the Diddy trial, because this story is not the story for that person to go viral on. She wants people to lift her family up in prayer because her mother can't handle it and the family is going through. She's reaching out, shouting out to the rooftop to let the people know that they don't want to rehash what happened to her bigger brother, who is Antoine's father, who was executed. Okay?
Because I've been crying all day at work today, and I had to flip tables in there, and I might be fired, but I don't care right now. And anybody know me? No, I don't even curse like this, but I'm tired. I'm a woman of prayer. To me, I'm not going to keep walking around people and they cracking jokes, making bets on who gonna win, who gonna be the last man standing. They gonna get killed because there ain't nothing of them going out like a fight. That ain't nothing you want to put in the universe. Not for him. This not his fault, y'all, and I'm not taking no sides.
So due to the explicit language and everything going on with what she's saying in this video, she's not making any excuses for her nephew, is what she's saying. But she says that the system raised him. He's been in jail for 14 years of his life. And she's just having an emotional moment on social media. Families have to keep in mind when we are caught up on the news and our loved ones have done something and it's playing out in the open and it's viral. People are going to have the hard questions. People will go viral reporting on your family and their situation. But if you can't handle that, will you be able to handle what people have to say about you coming out to express yourself? So now let's get into that.
Hey, you guys, I just came on here just to let you guys know that I appreciate all the love. I appreciate all the love and the support and the prayers, because trust you me, we need every last bit of them. Every last bit of them. I appreciate you guys accepting my apology, because I was very sincere when I said that. But I come on here today to let you guys know that Auntie is off the internet with this Antoine Massey situation on my channel, on my platform. I'm letting it go because I got to get back to running my business. I have to get back to living. I cannot allow this to paralyze me, because it has paralyzed me for the last 2 weeks. And I have a business to run, you guys. So for everybody who came from out of the woodworks, who I have not seen in years, years. I'm talking years. Forgot you guys even existed. It's been that long. I appreciate you guys showing up with the support. It's just unfortunately that we have to find each other underneath these type of circumstances.
So if you want to get into Auntie and what she had to say about the family, giving you a little bit of background information about Antoine Massey, you can definitely go to TikTok. In your search bar, you want to type in Antoine Massey's aunt, and her videos will pop up for you. So now let's fast forward. After Auntie did her, plea to the internet about her nephew, he gets on Instagram and decides to show face in somebody's cabinets.
Was in Orleans Parish Jail, Massie. I'm one of the ones that was let out of GC. What I want to talk about today is as far as why I was in Orleans Parish Jail. I was in custody for almost 8 months. All right, 6 months, something like that. I was in there for theft of a motor vehicle and domestic abuse involving strangulation. That's what I was in Orleans Parish for. Okay, but before I was in Orleans Parish, I was in a jail called St. Tammany Detention Center. All right, St. Tammany Jail here in St. Tammany Parish. That's two different parishes, Orleans and St. Tammany. Okay, today what I want to talk about is that I was on second-degree kidnapping, second-degree rape, domestic abuse, battery involving strangulation, domestic abuse, battery, violation of protective order, right? On this woman right here, her name is Diamond White. That's her name. This is a district attorney drop form right here. And she's not a child, she's an adult, a full adult. I was dating this woman. This is a legalized affidavit saying all allegations against me is false. You remember, all allegations against me is false. I was nowhere around her or none of that during the timing of the date, which was November the 10th of 2024. Okay. Donald Trump, I'm asking for these people. I couldn't even get a lawyer. I couldn't even afford a lawyer to prove my innocence while I was in Orleans Parish Jail. They said that I broke out. I didn't break out. I was let out. My name is Antoine Massey. The guy who said that I threatened him with a shank, the maintenance guy, how could I threaten you with a shank? If you can't come around me, you're a maintenance. You cannot come on the tills without a deputy being behind you. Because if they just let you on the till, you could be persuaded to bring drugs or anything like that nature. So how can I threaten you to jail you? And why you didn't notify the people, the police, that if I did threaten you, you never did that. Like, you flat out lied on me. Sterling flat out lied on me. And I want to let the media know that from the straight tattoos in my face and things of that nature, of course they're going to believe Sterling. You know what I'm saying? I never told Sterling nothing. I'm willing to take a lie detector test and everything behind that. But that's another subject. Orleans Parish is one of the corruptedest jails. That in St. Tammany Parish is the corruptedest jails in the state of Louisiana. Why was I even incarcerated with a woman saying that this never happened? This is this woman's name. This is the woman saying that this never happened. This is this woman's name. This is the charge, domestic abuse strangulation. This is about the shit in St. Tammany. Why was I in Orleans Parish? Why was I even in jail? That's what I'm trying to show y'all. That's why I left the jail. And they have a lot more brothers that's innocent, just like me, that's trying to prove their innocence. That's why they ran. Jason Williams, the sheriff, Susan Hudson, these people are corrupted. These people was talking to St. Tammany and telling St. Tammany they going to sentence me behind this. And telling St. Tammany if they can't get me, St. Tammany going to get me. You see what I'm saying? Behind a woman that's a grown adult that never stated that I ever raped her. They have person. And you know the judges and DA know that this person is saying that all the charges that you're on, that you did not do. Why was you still in jail? Louisiana have the highest incarceration rate in the world. People that know me know that at the end of the day, I am a good person. So I'm asking for help from the world, from Meek Mills, Lil Wayne, young boy, Donald Trump. I'm asking.
So here's the thing. Next time, maybe get into some fundraising within the family or friends, because obviously you do have some type of support because you are still running around free as a bird. And raise money perhaps to get and retain a lawyer the next time. You got her business all over these people's internet, honey. You know, you done doxed the poor lady because I believe her address was on that paper. So I said, let me crop it. So let's get into more. So in the middle of me making this video, there is an update. The house, the kitchen, the stool that he sat on, they raided that today.
Escapees that's still on the run, posting videos on social media, and now you have officials in our parish and surrounding parishes telling him to turn himself in.
I'm one of the ones that was let out of Orleans Parish jail, where they said I escaped, right?
17 days after 10 men escaped from the Orleans Justice Center jail, Antoine Massey, one of 2 men still on the run, pleads his case in different versions of 10-minute-long social media videos.
I'm showing y'all, the whole world, how corrupted the state of Louisiana is. I'm an innocent man. Yes, in my past, I made mistakes. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say mistakes. I was just young. You know what I'm saying? But the system has failed a lot of people, and not just me.
Meanwhile, his pastor, Robert Brown, calls on him to return to custody.
Turn yourself in. If you care about your family, turn yourself in.
Deputy U.S. Marshal Brian Fair says authorities are now thoroughly investigating the videos in hopes of locating Massey. Metropolitan Crime Commission CEO Rafael Goyeneche says the videos could provide clues to help law enforcement locate Massey.
Those videos and the social media sites that he posted those on, are going to contain metadata that will enable law enforcement to determine who posted them, on what platform, using what devices.
In the videos, Massey specifically calls on President Donald Trump, Kim Kardashian, and multiple rappers for help as he maintains his innocence. He also claims the domestic abuse battery case he was booked with at the time of his escape was filed by a jealous girlfriend. During the videos, he shows an affidavit his alleged victim filed with St. Tammany authorities. Goyeneche says the paperwork could be proof that the woman, who has been arrested in connection with helping Massey evade law enforcement, has assisted him. Massey also calls Louisiana's legal system corrupt, specifically calling out local authorities in the videos.
Jason Williams, Susan Hudson, the sheriff, St. Tammany, these people are racist. These people are biased. These people just doing whatever they want to do, and I'm asking for help, please, before they throw me away for something that I did not do.
District Attorney Jason Williams declined an interview Monday. St. Tammany District Attorney Colin Sims said only that he hopes Massey turns himself in. Sheriff Susan Hudson issued this statement. If the individual depicted in the video is indeed Antoine Massey, we strongly urge him to come forward and turn himself in to the proper authorities. Cooperating with law enforcement is in his best interest and may help avoid additional charges. It is important that justice is served appropriately and that due process is followed. Massey also specifically calls out Sterling Williams, a maintenance worker accused of turning off the water in the cell from which Massey and 9 others escaped May 16th.
Like, they try to paint a picture of me as this big old bad guy. Oh, I threatened Sterling, the maintenance man. How did I threaten you, bro? You can't even come around me without a deputy being on the tip.
Williams' attorney, Michael Kennedy, responds.
For him to get up there on social media and call Sterling a liar when I have already been out there saying, this is not what we are saying happened, I presume he is just going straight from the arrest affidavit.
Brown says he's hoping Massey will call him and that he can help him surrender safely. If not for him, for the peace of mind of his family.
If you care about them, won't you turn yourself in?
And authorities urge anyone with information about the whereabouts of Massey or Derek Groves, the other escapee still on the run, to call Crime Stoppers at 504-822-1111. The reward for any tip that leads to their arrest is up to $50,000 per fugitive.
Accused accomplice, I should say, to one of the escaped inmates is now out of jail after posting a $100,000 bond. 59-year-old Connie Whedon faces charges of accessory after the fact for allegedly helping inmate Jermaine Donald.
And see, this is why it's so important to pay attention to the fine print, the footnotes. You want to read your contract from top through bottom, front and back. Because, see, she said you can get up to $50,000 per fugitive. See, that's telling me right, baby, that's telling me right there that you're not going to get all that money, or you might not get none of it. See, when you're using words like up to, surprise, surprise. So pretty much, of course, they wanted to make sure before they accuse the man on the video of being Antoine Massey, they do have to confirm that. Now, you're probably like, well, honey, we can see it's Antoine. I'm just telling you what the people had said. But they did go up into the kitchen where they thought he was. So they carried out a search related to the videos. Videos have been removed from Instagram since then. The authorities were convinced that that was Antoine in the video, so they did search a New Orleans home late Monday where they believe the videos were filmed. According to a source, Massie was not at that home, the official said, but authorities did locate some clothing that they believe he wore during the filming. I wonder if he took them boots with him. Did y'all find the boots, the outfit, and the necklace, or did you just find the outfit? All right, so authorities had been tipped to the videos, which were posted on Sunday by relatives who recognized the residence from which Massie was speaking. It was not immediately clear who owned the home. So I guess we just got to sit back and see what else is going to unfold next. Let me know if you were in this situation, this was your loved one, your son, your good friend, and you like, oh, I know Troy didn't break out, Tyrone didn't broke out of jail. Would you help your friend? If this was your son, would you help your son if he was in this situation? You have a lot of people in the comments who believe all of the things that he was saying about the corruption and everything that he was dealing with. And unfortunately, this is not the way to get your, to resolve this situation is what I'll say, in my opinion. But let me know what you think. Thank you so much for tuning in to The Unfiltered Doll, where we will definitely get back in here and get into this Antoine Massey situation if they catch him. This is a lot, you guys. And wait, did he say Diamond was arrested? Lord, this is a lot. Yes, we'll definitely be paying attention, keeping our ears to the streets when it comes to the two fugitives that are still on the run, but we are focused on Antoine right now. That other one, maybe he left the country, honey. I don't know. They haven't found him yet. So thank you so much for tuning in. Bye.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to The Unfiltered Doll Reactions.
All right, Slash.
Oh, what you working for? Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost. I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never running out, never heading south, I'll be spreading out, call it word of mouth, can't